Hi guys. Today was it's just count to three with 230 and then lowering it down from there. Lately, like the last maybe 4 or 5 years, this time of year, which isn't as far as I know, there's nothing blooming this time of the year. Really bad pollen allergies, but every year for the last 4 or 5 years around this time of the year, my nose it gets really raw, and then eventually it'll plug up, and it's like glue in there. It won't come out once it plugs up. So I have, like, from the experience of the last 4 or 5 years, I know when I feel that rawness, I have to do something about it before my nose actually plugs up solid. So it's hard to sleep when you can't breathe through your nose, and if I can't sleep, it screws up my workout. So I take allergy pills, and I take the drowsy kind because the non-drowsy kind don't work, and it's okay because it's nighttime. I'm trying to sleep anyway. And my doctor gave me some nose spray, and if you guys you need nose spray, so you go to the pharmacy and you buy the nose spray. My doctor, he gives me prescription. It's called mometasone. I don't know if you can see that, but I was going into the pharmacy and getting the stuff in the pharmacy when this first started happening, and it just nothing. It never seemed to be helping. And then my doctor tells me the nose spray that you buy in the pharmacy, they put an ingredient in the nose spray that gets your nose addicted to that ingredient. So if you stop using the nose spray, your nose gets inflamed, and it gets so inflamed that you can't breathe through it anymore. And so he prescribed me this stuff. So if you guys have a problem, and you think you're solving that problem with nose spray that you bought in the pharmacy, it isn't going to work. You got to get something like this. You got to go to your doctor. It's prescription. And so just to get that out of the way, today was count to three, and I'm lucky because the weather, it's sunny, and it's sunny today. The weather's been beating me up really bad, and if like once it gets really cold, like freezing outside, then I don't hurt as much because the air isn't as damp like that. But it's just this period between like the end of the summer and the really cold weather, and then the period between in the spring, like when the beginning of spring, is really painful. So anyway, back to the workout. I'm talking a lot. I warmed up with 190. I did a couple of reps with 190. I started out with 120. I did 10. 160. I did 10. 190. I did 2 slow. 205. I did 1 slow. 220. I did 1 slow. And then I put 230 on there, and like the antihistamines in the allergy pills, they make you drowsy, and when you're old, things like that don't wear off. Like when I take my 200 milligram caffeine pill, like today I took 200 milligrams of caffeine for my bench workouts. I only do it on bench days. It's supposed to wear off in 5 hours, but I don't get to sleep. Like tonight, it's going to be really hard for me to get to sleep like 10 hours later or whatever, and it's still got my mind zooming and everything. So when you're old, these things don't wear off. So like I took the antihistamines last night, and I'm still tired from them today. And I thought everything's felt really heavy. And I thought I'm going to have a lot of trouble with 230. So when I got all the warm-ups out of the way, I put 230 on there, and I'm going, well, here goes nothing, right? And I'll just lower it slow. I thought, I'll just lower it fast. I won't lower it, very slow at all. So I laid down, and I ended up lowering it a lot slower than I was planning on lowering it. And I thought, oh my God, I'm in trouble now. But I counted to 3, and I got it back up, and I got it back in the rack, but my lockout wasn't great. Strongman Wilson says that I need to work on my triceps to get that lockout going, or maybe pin presses. So I added another, like I was doing arms one day a week, and my triceps one day a week. So I added another tricep day on my shoulder days. So triceps on arms day, and then shoulder day is like in the middle of, one arm day and the next one. And but I just did that, so it's going to take a while before it helps. It does helps me at all, right? It takes time. So 230, I lowered it really slow, a lot slower than I was planning on lowering it. Counted to 3. I didn't feel like I rushed that at all, and then it was really tough getting it up, and I got it back in the rack, but it could have been better. 225. I lowered it down to 225. I hit that. It was hard to get back in the rack, and 220 was the first one was a little harder to get back in the rack. The last one, by that time, I guess, I don't know, I was just used to, maybe I just got warmed up or something, or maybe knowing it was the last rep I had to do. But that one went a lot better. So I did the same as I did the first day of this cycle, first bench day of this cycle. It's the exact same thing, except for I only did 4 sets instead of 5. I feel like like the next cycle, because I'm at the top of my ability. I'm just pushing as heavy as I can on every bench day, and that's going to stall me out. So the next cycle, I'm going to start the first bench day. I'm going to do lighter, a lot more counting on the way up, but not as heavy at the top. That's what made me so strong in the first place. So I'm going to get back to that a little bit on the first bench day. And then the second bench day will be like today. And then third bench day will still be touch and go. So that's a very long story, and that's what happened, and here it is. Warm up with 190, no count. Warm up with 205, no count. Warm up with 220, no count. Working set. This is 230 pounds for a 3 count. Uh, 225, 3 count. Second working set. Third working set, I lowered it to 220 for a count of 3. Fourth working set, counting to 3, it's still 220. Oh. Hi guys, I know lots of you guys that are watching are probably a lot stronger than me, and you know, I want to be stronger like you guys, and if you're, you know, even weaker than I am, well, what is wrong with you? No, I'm kidding. There's nothing wrong with you. Everybody has to start somewhere, and getting stronger isn't easy. It's not just being willing to, you know, do the work, put in the work every day. The hardest part for somebody who, you know, who's willing to put in the work is knowing what to do. And you know, nobody just knows what to do. Like, it doesn't happen like that. So you need somebody who does know, you know, what to do in your corner. Spencer Graziano, he does online coaching. So if you feel like, you know, you're stuck, you've gotten your newbie gains, you reached the end of your newbie gains, or even if you're stronger than me and you're stuck, Spencer can help you. There's a I'm gonna have his email address in the comment section, or not the comment section, the description box. And so I'll put his email address there. And if you looking for some online coaching, then you can email Spencer Graziano.